What up, gamers? Fencer here, and welcome back to Frontline 2 Exilium. So, yeah, let's keep going here. Confirm. Couldn't they have picked a better time and place? They keep popping up in packs. It's so annoying. Broken gears, emitting a lamentable cry, far from gentle sleep. Oh yeah? Then what could be the reason, pray tell, oh smoothie running nemesis? Exile, dim stars. Nemesis, you... Commander, something may be wrong with the surrounding area. We are lacking the reliable environmental data at the moment. Will we be able to climb up to the roof and check things out with our own eyes? Visual observation will yield very limited information. That's true. We wouldn't be so helpless now if only Mei-Ling had saved us from the last drone. We're currently capable of mid-range communications. Should we ask for information from the nearby bounty hunters? At this point, even the information from Brief is unreliable, and these bounty hunters are all of dubious origins. Any intel they provide cannot be trusted at all. We're about to enter the purification zone, W_2069_0105. The Great Wall Railway Garrison has confirmed receipt of our transporter ID and requested that we maintain at least a 10-kilometer distance from the external Great Wall Railway. Well, that's good, right? Groza? Confirm our position. Our current distance from the railway is 10.23 kilometers. Maintain this distance and stay the course. Ahem, say, if we want to verify our intel, can we just ask the garrison or whatever? What is it called again? The Great Fence Train? Great Wall Railway, Krolik. What a stupid name. It's just a slightly bigger than usual train. A slightly bigger than usual train? Krolik, that's the mobile facility for isolating the spread of collapsed contamination and implementing the purification project, which is the single most important policy the URNC has undertaken since its establishment. The URNC's endeavors to purify contamination zones may be threatening our livelihood as bounty hunters, but if it means more civilians can live under better conditions, it's not a bad thing at all. So what's wrong with getting in touch with the garrison? It's not a bad idea, but I'm not so sure about putting it into action. Not to mention, just the sight of those old military dolls is enough to make me squirm. Why? They whip your butt before? What? What are you staring at me for? Pale orange sunlight shines upon the Great Wall Railway. Not far away, the Elmo is driving at a high speed while maintaining a careful distance from the train. Oh. That transition though. Okay. So yeah, we're here. Another story node. Let's do it. The vehicle monitor authorizations have been disabled. Security system is now on. Comprehensive self-diagnostic in progress. Estimated completion at 10:33. The Elmo begins a self-diagnostic, and the lights go off temporarily in the vehicle. As the interior darkens, the sky outside the window becomes brighter in contrast. One can now see the thick, shifting cloud layers. It's going to snow. Snow? What's that? Oh, cities in white zones have periodic, artificially controlled rainfall. Snow is basically a rain in contamination zones. It's very rare, especially in this region and season. Huh? And here I thought it was another collapse storm. Huh, it's just rain. Just rain? There are quite a few interesting rumors about snow in contamination zones, you know. Rumors such as snow in contamination zones intensifies the release of collapse radiation and increases the concentration of collapse particles. Invisible flames rising high into the sky. Huh? It's just a bit of snow. Surely it can't be that serious. Mei-Ling is reporting an emergency from the central hub and requesting support. Huh. Now? She specifically demands the commander's presence. Groza, let's go have a look. Krolok Nemesis, stay here in the ops room. Speak through the intercom if something's wrong. Okay. Oh, Commander. Commander, so Calm down, Mei-Ling. It's alright. Leader. I'm so sorry. Where? Commander, we're missing a kind of part to repair the MBV. Where? I clearly remembered including them in the procurement list I sent out. Where? But they're not in the supply crates, so the repairs can't be completed. Where? We need more parts. Where? They're not in the supply crates? Was there a mistake in the inventory? No, it's not possible. They're all really important parts. Where? I definitely put them in the list. I see. But regardless of that, the parts are clearly missing. Let me think. As punishment, how many bottles are in the Mei-Ling's collection right now? Where? After the last refill, I only have a small cabinet left. Where? Could you take something else instead, Commander? Something else, huh? What about your bonus for this month? If it's the bonus, where? Wow. Fine, deducted from my bonus, Commander? Where? Should rather have that bonus deducted than getting those drinks away. If deducting the sum from your bonus was enough to make up for the seemingly endless expenses of repairing the MBV, then we wouldn't be having it so rough. Where? Huh? Contact Polonitsa, since you're certain the parts we ordered. Then the problem probably occurred on her end. Really? So you won't have to take my bonus? How about this? Once the repairs on the MLO are complete, you work a little overtime to create a signal jammer. Just the isolation material alone isn't enough to completely seal off the signal emitting from that box. Oh, where? Work overtime? No problem at all. But if I'm to make a jammer, I'll need to order more parts on top of the missing ones. Seeing that Mei-Ling is still racked with guilt and wringing the procurement list in her hands, Groza walks up to her and takes the paper out of her hands. She smooths it out and returns it to Mei-Ling. Mei-Ling, the commander isn't blaming you. Don't worry. Right. I sniffle. I'm contacting Polonitsa now. Wow, the commander again. Life must be pretty hard for you to keep giving me business. Oh boy. So much talking, man. My bad. For that cough. We're missing some parts from our last order. Missing? That's impossible. The service of your professional and reliable underground broker is impeccable. But the parts definitely aren't in the supply crates that came back. What parts? It's the Universal Tier 4 torque rod for heavy-duty vehicles, number K812. We're missing 3 of them. On the other end of the line, Polonitsa seems to be scrolling through her records. K812? Ma, you finally found out, Commander. Huh? This particular part was out of stock back then, so I sent you a little gift that could be a bit tricky as a substitute. I was just wondering how come you still hadn't noticed. What did you give me? Don't worry. It certainly won't become Sir Achilles' heel. I'm hardly invulnerable like Achilles. Oh. The missing parts will be delivered to you soon. As compensation for the little gift, I'll provide a follow-up tip-off regarding the free intel I gave you earlier. I do believe you'll be very interested. Commander, the Varyagers who are pursuing you have been frequently enlisting the service of the underground broker network to relay information lately. Relaying information? If I remember correctly, that kind of service is ridiculously costly? Well, it does involve delivering information to the recipient directly through a top-secret channel. Considering the difficulty, it's pretty reasonable to charge a small fee, no? Oh, speaking of which, my personal info is also for sale at a discounted fee. Interested, Commander? No, thank you. We have enough with our expenses. What a pity. Underground brokers who had dealings with disreputable customers, such as the Varjägers, tend to keep records of such dealings. So I had a pretty easy time getting my hands on their intel. Compared to that, the recipient under intel is a lot more professional. They purged the records or redirected them? The latter. The intel went through layers of encryption, then got redirected to a specific node, which was accessed by another signal at the time. This method could leave behind a traceable hardpoint. Surely you're capable of tracing the signal using the hardpoint? That's the most surprising thing. There were over 1,000 strings of data in this single transfer. These strings were directed or redirected millions of times every time they were connected. Then they were split once more into 100,000 strings before being sent out. Data encryption of such magnitude is utterly untraceable. Untraceable, even for you? If I sold my entire convoy and bought a server that filled up a whole underground base, then I suppose it could be done. This is no ordinary adversary you're up against. It's been a while, hasn't it? Polonitsa, I'm adding to my order. Oh. I need an automatic turret and TNT for the turret. Make that a GAT or a GAT 20mm with an extended barrel, plus 1,000 rounds of ammunition, and throw in 4 additional 35 recoil springs while you're at it. The explosives have to be VDS grade. I'll need detonators and remote control equipment. Mailing will send you the exact quantities later. Oh, not going to be Buridan's butt, are you, Commander? Send me the delivery coordinates as well, little mailing. Okay. We also need parts to build a signal jammer. Maybe a small one? That won't be necessary. We're going to eliminate the problem once and for all. So we're wiping them out. I don't seem to have a choice. Then thank you for shopping with us, Commander. You're welcome anytime. Mailing. Where are the supplies we received last time? They're all here. Commander, it was Krulak who loaded the supplies. When she collected them, she only verified the weights, which matched up with the order list. Something that weighs as much as 3 K812s. There's nothing little about this gift at all. Open up all the crates that you haven't inventoried. Okay. Let's take a look in. Commander, enemy attack. It's the Varjägers. Mailing. How much longer will the repairs take? They're about 80% complete. In order to sustain driving at full speed, we'll have to stop the MPV at some point to recalibrate the drivetrain and vector engines. Once we have the K812s, the vehicle will be fully repaired in 5 hours. Keep at it. The MPV will be driving at top speed. We'll try to shake off the enemies in pursuit as soon as possible. Don't fight them head-on, Groza. Our destination. Destination? W_2069_0105. We're entering the purification zone. After we leave the room, the lid of the supply crates that was just open is pushed off quickly or quietly. There is a pause, sensing no other presence in the room. A dark shadow slowly pokes its head out. Was that the box? Is the girl coming out? Alright, normal battle here. Let's go and challenge. But yeah, I'm gonna use my new team, man. Yeah, I'm excited to see more of them in action. Oh, it's them again? I want to use my new team. Vehicle! That's a huge vehicle! Charge! Take them down! Commander, the situation on the battlefield is quite complex. We can use these pieces of cover to block the Varjägers. Alright, once Mailing finishes the repairs, the Elmo can lose them at full speed. Until then, stop them from getting closer and buy the time for the Elmo. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, so... Oh, we already got them deployed, okay. I thought we gotta switch it back. Alright, cool, let's go and combat start. Go auto battle. Okay. Nice. There we go. I guess Cheetah I'm not too worried about. She can always heal up. I like that drone. It's so cool. Dang, I feel like Cheetah has been doing so much actions, man. It's very interesting. I remember one of these units have extra actions, right? But I kind of forgot like which one was it. Nice. Dang, dude. No, yeah, Cheetah is crazy, man, with the healing. Hey, we're now level 10. Nice. Alright, continue. Let's just keep on going. And then yeah, just make more of those yeah, I'm not used to the names yet of like the premium currency to do the pulls. Just want to keep going and do another 10 pull. Commander, you're falling back. We've breached the city breached the city perimeter. The railway garrison may attack us any second. Full stop. Turn on the headlights. Groza, stay on alert and watch out for attacks. Return to the MBV once you confirm that the enemy has retreated. Understood. The Elmo decelerates. The headlights shine towards the Great Wall Railway and start pulsing. After a few minutes, something seems to be happening on the train through the gray snowflakes dancing in the air. Meanwhile, the MBV receives a comms request. Commander. Esteemed warrant officer of the railway garrison. Greetings from the bounty hunter registered with brief. Maintain a 10-kilometer distance. I did say that, didn't I? Yeah, we kind of broke that. We're kind of like in a emergency. I'm not sure what I have like planned up here. Apologies, warrant officer. Please accept my deepest gratitude. Gratitude? Huh. Indeed. Thank you for letting us through and helping us shake off the Varjägers. Huh. Eh. Your acting is terrible, Commander. It's been a while. Oh, is it because we're friends that maybe he'll let us off the hook? You put up quite a show asking me to keep my distance even after seeing my Fanspotter ID. I was honestly worried for a second that you actually left, my dear warrant officer, Vladimir. Okay, so yeah, it's just a friend. I guess we kind of trusted that maybe he'll, you know, be easy on us. Well, you're in luck. As a matter of fact, I am going to leave soon. I received a transfer notice just last week. I can finally leave this godforsaken place and move to a green zone. Congratulations! So you finally have decent subordinates who can take over from you after so many years? They'll have to do. Garbage will always be garbage, but it's been 5 years. Surely they've improved. You, on the other hand, haven't changed at all, even after all this time. As you can see, my financial situation is pretty much like this beat-up MBV. Thanks to you, my Elmo finally lost its annoying tails. What kind of trouble have you gotten yourself into? The Varjäger shouldn't be a problem for you, no? It's a long story. Anyway, I'm glad I could lie low here for a while. My poor MBV and dwindling supplies can't take much more anymore. Never thought I'd see you in such a sorry state. What if I add more stuff to your plate? Oh, great bounty hunter, registered with brief. Dang, you're collecting your debt much sooner than I expected. You just came at the perfect time. What's the matter? Nothing too troublesome. Purification has been completed here in Zone 0105. and the ground is being leveled so that new tracks can be laid for a new purification zone just ahead. Elite cleanup in that area shouldn't be of any of our business right now, but then they send a distress signal. I can't just ignore it, can I? What about your competent subordinates? Why don't you send them over? Huh. It's snowing today. In this kind of weather, collapse radiation levels skyrocket. The protective suits just don't do jack. See, nobody wants to go. Besides, your dolls don't die, whereas if I send my garbage subordinates out, who knows how many will return. In any case, I'm still their superior. I write to their parents at the end of every year. I promise I bring them home. Wow, what an outstanding officer. I'm moved to tears. Oh? Not bad, Commander. Taking in another doll, eh? Your hobbies are as varied as always. Stop making fun of me. Got any environmental data on this area? Environmental data? I do, but my garbage subordinates won't even hang out around the duty room in this weather. Gosh knows who where the data is stored. It might take a while to find it, but I do remember the environmental report sent along with the distress call. What's the reward? Reward? A bounty hunter registered with Brief actually thinks the so-called Great Wall Railway garrison, which is just hovering above the poverty line, has anything to offer as a reward? No reward? Warrant officer, we're starving to death here. Surely one shouldn't treat an old friend so discourteously. I mean, the Great Bounty Hunter registered with Brief isn't too courteous either, thanks to you. We, the so-called Great Wall Railway garrison, have been treated like dirt since we were dispatched. You brought this upon yourself, no? Huh. Still, I could share some supplies with you, ammo and the like. I thought they kept a very close eye on the use of military supplies. A close eye? In these 5 years, not a single soul has asked me anything about our reserves, and even if we kept them, I doubt they ever come into use. Fair enough. Alright, we have a deal. I'll go and clean up the elites there. I knew I could count on you, Commander. I have one more condition. Could the esteemed warrant officer take the time to carefully recall any locations that meet all three of my following conditions? Complex terrain, unvaried weather patterns, and teeming with elites? Possibly. But retrieving the info is complicated business. I might recall it once you've completed the task. I didn't know collapse radiation could affect someone's memory. You never know. Mr. Vladimir doesn't seem to have changed at all. Yeah, he's every bit the quibbler he was. He really shouldn't be a military officer. He would have made a brilliant underground broker. We have received the mission information and environmental data of the area. Let's be on our way then. I hope the warrant officer's trip down memory lane proves fruitful. Yeah, that was a lot of reading, man. Here we go, battle. This is the place, right? Is it really deserted? Have the Elids all set up shop in their turf? Humans and dolls are different. Even with the protective suits, it's hard to guarantee safety in this sudden surge of collapse radiation. Let's finish what we started and clear out the remains here. Got it. Leave it to me. Alright, let's do it, man. Combat start. Wait, there's a support too. Oh, wow. Oh, these are other players. Oh, wow. That's cool to see, but I want to stick with my own guys for now. Here we go. Let's do it, man. Alright. Alright, you go down. Yeah, that drone is pretty cool, man. Yeah, there's a lot of them too. 8 enemies? 8 of these elids? Alright. And yeah, I see more spawning in. This rush bat though. But yeah, we can always heal up. I'm not too worried. Yeah, Cheetah can do some insane healing. Especially from so far away. Like, she just throws the the healing. Looks so good. Alright. I do kind of miss the counterattacks from Groza and stuff. But I do like the healing and stuff. It just kind of like guarantees our survival. Nice. And there we go. Nice. Confirm. Alright, so yeah, that job is done. Now what? I don't see a continue, so I feel like there might be a tutorial. Oh, please enter this. Okay. Click view. Wait, what? What was that for? Like, that's kind of weird. All elites have been exterminated, Commander. Contact the warrant officer. I walk up to the projection screen. Done already? Such outstanding efficiency, Commander. You flatter me. And the supplies? Already dispatched. They're at the elevator AE_09, landing zone 0105. Groza, send the elevator number to Krolik and the others. Got it. So how's your memory doing? Port Vest, weather is boring there. Basically a never-ending collapse storm. The complexity in the terrain and the number of elids should also satisfy your requirements. That does sound boring. That's probably the reason for the recent increase in the number of elids. Even a boojum has appeared, I believe. Any other locations? No. As I said, they're currently leveling the ground in the region in preparation for the new purification zone. The garrison has sealed off most areas with complex terrain to clear up the elids. On the screen, Vladimir peers down at his data. The risk factor of Port Vest is extremely high. Barely anyone has been there lately, so the environmental data haven't been updated in a while. Huh. Get me the data on Port Vest, please. Have you gone barking mad? I mentioned a boojum, didn't I? I have always thought you were smart enough to pick your battles. Perhaps you could provide some sort of aid? I will pray for you every night before I go to bed. Thank you. That's a very kind and generous of you. I heard. What's a boojum? A special amalgamation of multiple elids. Oh boy, that sounds terrifying. The reason and the conditions for their formation are unknown. It's also unclear if they appear in groups. From the individual boojums that have been observed thus far, the threat level is above level 4. Put it simply, it's the kind of monster that will send us to Kingdom Come if we ever run into one. Birds of all shapes and colors spread their wings and take flight. Huh? What? They grow far from the shore, the lingering of dawn, and the end of the primordial. What? What is Nemesis saying, Krolik? What do you mean alive? Dead? Moving? Unmoving? Something that will suddenly grow large. Are you talking about boojums? We have received information about Port Vest. This terrain. It fits the bill perfectly indeed. Vista, hold on. What exactly are we going to do now? The box is certainly a big problem, but the Varjagers chasing after us is also really bothersome. Just get Mei-Ling to build a jammer. They can't come after us without a target, no? Jamming the signal is only a temporary measure. The commander wishes to completely eliminate the Varjagers in pursuit. Groza, look. The topographical map of Port Vest. Here, here, and here. This is rather risky. The Varjagers may call for reinforcements with our current strength and armament, even if we can reduce their numbers by taking advantage of the elids. Our own survival isn't guaranteed when there's a distinct possibility of encountering a Bujum. But according to the warrant officer, this Bujum doesn't show itself very often. Perhaps it's not a state that allows it to wander about. Nemesis? Light streaks across the sky, darkness falls. Hearing no interpretation from Krolik, we all look towards her in unison. What's that supposed to mean? Don't look at me. I didn't understand a word of that either. It didn't sound like good news, considering the risk of encountering a Bujum. We cannot stay long at Port Vest. We must withdraw as soon as we've taken care of the Warjaegers. Commander, the joint elevator still needs some final testing, but the repairs are otherwise all done. Thanks for the hard work. Have we got the automatic turret and explosives? Yes, they're in the storeroom. Calibrate the turrets and get it installed right now. Does it have to be now? Just hang in there for a little longer, Mailing. Alright guys, so I decided to just cut it off there just because there's a cutscene that plays and I just rather add that to the next video because yeah, I just feel like it would maybe be more served there better. But yeah, I guess we'll find out next time. Anyway guys, that'll be it for now. That's game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good